hen who had a rather large brood or family, so another broader family of little chicks. They were all fine and plump, or little chubby little birds. And which is, it's okay if it's an animal, remember? So plump little birds except for the youngest. He was quite unlike his brothers and sisters. He looked as if he had been cut right in half. So do you see how he's a little bit thinner? Yeah. All of his brothers and sisters had 2 wings and 2 legs and 2 eyes. Oh, he's not even just thinner. Watch this. But he only had 1 wing, 1 leg, and 1 eye. So he's literally only half a chick. He had only half a head and half a beak. And his mother shook her head sadly as she looked at him. Poor thing. He's only a half chick. The mother called her youngest son Medio Portillo, which is Spanish for half chick. So, does that make sense why he's called little half chick? Yeah, because he only has 1 leg, 1 wing, he only has half of his body. Isn't that weird? Let's read on. Okay. She thought that he would never be able to take care of himself. So she decided that she would have to keep him at home and look after him. But he had a different idea. He turned out to be very stubborn. Stubborn means that he would not change how he did things. He was stubborn. Everybody say stubborn. Stubborn. Good. And very independent, so he liked to do things by himself. He was a very independent little chick. Even though his brothers and sisters did just what they were told to do, Medio Portillo did not. When his mother called him to come back to the chicken house, he hid in the cornfield. Sometimes he pretended that he could not hear her because, of course, he had only 1 ear. And the older he became, the more willful he became. He would not listen to his mother, and he was often rude to his brothers and sisters, even though they were always extra nice to him. So, is he a very kind or nice chick?
No.
No. Let's listen. One day, Medio Portillo strutted up to his mother and made an announcement. I am tired of this life in this dull or boring barnyard. I am going to Madrid, which is a city in Spain, to dine or to have dinner with the king. So Madrid is a city in Spain. Do you think that this is a good idea or a bad idea? Okay. Madrid, exclaimed his mother, or shouted his mother. Why, that is a long journey even for a grown-up. You aren't old enough to go to Madrid yet. Wait a bit. When you are a little older, we can go to the city together. But Medio Portillo made up his mind. He would not listen to his mother or his brothers or sisters, all of whom pleaded with him to say, I am going to Madrid to dine with the king. He declared, and when I get there, I will make my fortune and live in a big house. Perhaps I will invite the rest of you to pay me a short visit sometime. And with that, he turned and he hopped off on his 1 leg. His mother ran after him and called out, be sure to be kind to everyone you meet. But Medio Portillo did not listen. He was in a hurry, and as usual, he was only thinking about himself.
That's rude.
Medio Portillo hopped on until he came to a little stream of water that was almost choked with weeds. A stream is a small body of running water. And when a stream is full of weeds, it is very hard for the water to move. So the water's kind of moving a little bit, but it's a little still just because there's lots of weeds. Oh, Medio Portillo, the stream called out, please help me by pulling some of these weeds so I can flow freely. Do you think Medio Portillo will help the stream? No. This is another example of personification. Can streams talk? No. So see, it's not just animals that are personified. The stream and the creek. Yep, and the grand one. So the stream asked him to help. Do you think he'll help? No. Help you? Exclaimed Medio Potato, tossing his head and shaking his feathers in his tail. Do you think I have time to waste to do that sort of thing? Waste means to use something up carelessly or foolishly. So if we were to leave the water running, it's wasting water, right? Good. Medio Potato does not want to waste or use up his time to help the stream. He does not want to. He thinks that would be a foolish way to use his time is to help someone else.
All the water comes from the ocean.
Okay. Help yourself and don't bother busy travelers like me. I'm off to Madrid to dine with the king. And away he hopped. Does Medio Potato help the stream? Why? Why not? Why does he not help the stream?
Because he's trying to get somewhere.
He's trying to get somewhere and he does not want to waste his time. Okay. So, a little later, Medio Potato came to an abandoned fire, that some campers left burning in the woods. Abandoned means left behind. Oh, Medio Potato, said the fire, please toss some sticks on me so I won't burn out. Who does Medio Potato meet after the water? Who does he meet?
Fire.
Cora, thank you for answering. The fire. What does the fire ask him to do?
Nothing.
Sophia?
Do it by yourself.
What does the fire ask for Medio Potato to do? Kinsley?
He has to get sticks to not go out.
Good. He asked for him to put some more sticks on him so it wouldn't go out. Very good. Ah, who said Medio Potato? Do you think I have time to waste to do that sort of thing? I'm off to Madrid to dine with the king. And away he hopped. Does he help the fire? No. Why? Why? Grace?
He didn't want to waste his time.
He didn't want to waste his time. The next morning, as he was nearing Madrid, which was coming closer, Medio Potato came upon a large chestnut tree. In which the wind had gotten tangled up. So the wind got all tangled up. Can wind really get tangled up?
No, how can
No.
we take the door?
So, Sophia, could you get the door for me?
Wind cannot
So, is it fiction or nonfiction?
be
Fiction, so it's made up. So the wind had gotten all tangled up. Oh, Medio Potato, said the wind, won't you climb up here and help get myself untangled? Who does he meet after the water and fire? Who does he meet?
Wind.
Who does he meet, Lily?
The wind.
The wind. Do you think he'll help the wind?
No.
No. Let's see. It's your own fault for going so high up there, said Medio Potato. And besides, I do not have time to waste to do that sort of thing. I'm off to Madrid to dine with the king. And away he hopped.
He's probably going to get eaten.
When he entered the city, Medio Potato saw a beautiful royal palace. He was so excited to meet the king, he hopped right into the courtyard without hesitation. He didn't even pause. He just hopped right in. The king's cook spotted him and yelled, "You will make a nice addition to the king's dinner." Is the cook inviting him to dine with the king? Is the cook inviting him to dine or have dinner with the king? With the king? Oh, the hands. Do you think he's inviting him to eat with the king? Grace?
Yes.
You think he is? Who thinks no? Who thinks no? Mason?
No, because it sounds like he's going to chop him up.
It sounds like he's going to make him for dinner, right? Let's read on. Let's see what he says. The cook scooped up Medio Potato in his hand, and he took him back to the kitchen and tossed him into a pot of water. What do you think the cook is making? What do you think the cook is making, Cora?
But he said that.
Oh, she thinks he's making bacon chicken stew. Who else does it? So put your hands down. Let's read on. Let's see what he does. Medio Potato was getting very wet. "Oh, water," he cried, "don't soak me like this." But the water replied, "You would not help me when I was a little stream choking with weeds, so why would I help you now?" Who does Medio Potato ask for help?
The water.
The water. Who does he?
The
The
water.
water. Good. Thank you for raising your hand. Does the water help? Everyone? Does he help?
No.
No. Why does the water not help? Raise your hand. Why doesn't the water help him?
He didn't have the water.
Why doesn't the water help him, Grace?
Because before when the water had weeds and stuff in him and asked for help from the chick, he didn't help the water.
Right. He didn't help the water. So the water's like, why would I help you? You didn't help me. Let's keep reading. Then the fire on the stove began to heat the water. Medio Potato felt very hot. Oh, fire, he cried. Don't cook me like this. But the fire replied, you would not help me when I was about to burn out. So why should I help you now? Who does Medio Potato ask for help next? Who does he ask for?
The fire.
The fire, good. Does the fire help?
No.
No. Why doesn't the fire help? Kinsley.
Because he didn't help the fire.
He didn't help the fire. Good. The fire got hotter and hotter. The heat was so unbearable that Medio Potato grew more and more desperate. Desperate means to lose hope. He was losing hope to escape. Just then the cook raised the lid of the pot to see if the soup was ready. What's this? Said the cook. I have overcooked the chicken. He is all blackened and burnt to a crisp. I can't serve this to the king. Medio Potato. Oh. So the cook grabbed Medio Potato and threw him out the kitchen window. With a gust, the wind caught him and carried him away so fast that he could hardly breathe. So does Medio Potato have dinner with the king?
No.
Nope.
Who's becoming the
Oh, wind! Medio Potato cried. Don't push me around like this. Please set me down. Who does Medio Potato ask for help this time?
wind?
Sophia.
The wind.
The wind. Do you think that the wind will help him?
No.
Raise your hand if you think
It
yes.
did help him.
Raise your hand if you think yes. Okay, raise your hand if you think no. Let's read.
It actually helped him for a second.
But the wind replied, you would not help me when I was caught in the tree, so why would I help you now? And with that, the wind lifted Medio Potato up into the air to the top of the building and left him stuck atop of the cupola. A cupola is a small dome structure at the highest point of the building. So do you see this right here?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
They're being rude to him.
And that is where you can find Medio Potato to this very day. If you go to Madrid and look for the tallest church in town, you will see a black weather vane in the shape of half a chicken turning in the wind. That is Medio Potato, the chick who does not help others. Now he stays there and helps everyone by showing them which way the wind is blowing forever. So, what did we learn that this was called?
It's church.
What was this called, Caitlin? Oh, it does help with the wind. What was it called? Mason? Nope, not what I'm asking a question. Is this answering my question? Yep, what is it? Okay, you know what it's called, Evelyn?
A weather vane.
A weather vane. Everybody say weather vane.
Weather vane.
So, like I said,